Welcome to Smack Talk Penitentiary, where the reviews get locked down, baby! This is Smack Talk Wrestling Review. The opening segment for the show was Shane O'Mac asking Daniel Bryan to meet him in the ring. Shane was concerned with Daniel's decision making, especially giving Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens another opportunity for AJ Styles Championship. He said, look, I don't know what's going on here. Why are you giving them more opportunities for a WWE title when there's other superstars who I think deserve it? Daniel just said, look, Shane, I completely understand where you're coming from, but I thought you'd be happy with this decision. You got two wrestlers you hate the most destroying each other for a opportunity. That's all it is, a opportunity. Shane did agree with that, but Shane did say something which upset Daniel, and that was, he thinks that Daniel's living vicariously through Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens because they come from the independence market like Daniel did. And that really annoyed Daniel. Before Daniel could really snap at Shane, AJ Styles came out and pretty much stated, look, I don't care anymore what's going on between you two. As long as it doesn't affect my matches, just keep me out of it. That's all I'm asking for. I'm sick, because I don't care if it's Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn and I have to face at FastLane. As long as you two keep out of it and stop interfering, that's all that matters for me. And I thought that was a good promo to start the show. I think it was a good segment, and it continues this Daniel Bryan Shane O'Mac feud, which is building, which is a slow build, but it looks like it could be something really interesting coming up to WrestleMania. The first match of the night was Charlotte taking on Liv Morgan from the Riot Squad, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, this was not the best match to watch. It was very paints by numbers. Charlotte was very much dominant throughout the whole match, and you could tell she's at another level compared to anyone in that Riot Squad faction. It just feels like the Riot Squad has no momentum at all. Charlotte won quite easily after the Riot Squad got kicked out of ringside by the referee because they started to try and interfere, and that was the only time Liv Morgan actually felt like a threat, is when the Riot Squad started to get in more involved, but the referee just had enough of it and kicked them both out. Charlotte blocked in the figure eight. Liv Morgan tapped out very much soon after that, and then Charlotte went to the commentating table and just said, 1 down, 2 to go. We know she's going after the Riot Squad, but let's be honest, I don't want to see Charlotte taking on the Riot Squad at FastLane. I want to see Charlotte taking on someone like Becky Lynch. That would be a match to see. Hopefully we get that at WrestleMania, because I think that is definitely a match where the fans can be invested, because both competitors, you don't have to have a heel versus face kind of story. You could just have face versus face, best friend versus best friend kind of storyline, and it would work. Then we had the Bludgeon brothers taking on some local talent, and it was a quick match again, after just exactly the same as what we had last week. But I'm not going to complain, guys. Watching the Bludgeon brothers destroy teams is entertaining for me. Yes, I can't wait to see them take on more serious teams like Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin and the Usos and the New Day. But right now, this is a great way to make them feel like a legitimate threat. And something interesting did happen after their match. After their match, we had the Usos come out, and the Usos stared down the Bludgeon brothers. The Bludgeon brothers, stared them back down, but walked back up the ramp, and that's definitely building up a feud, and I hope that is going to happen. But then we did have the Usos cut a good promo again. This time I was talking about the Usos street code. It was an interesting promo, to say the least. They definitely built. I definitely feel like they don't know what to do with the Usos right now. The promo work is getting better and better each time, but for me, they need to start having matches again, because those guys are so good, and I love to watch them compete. And I think someone like the Bludgeon Brothers or the New Day would be an absolute perfect fit for them, especially for WrestleMania coming around the corner. Then we had Rusev and Bobby Roode for the United States Championship match, and it was a decent match. The crowd was definitely split between the two, and that is awesome. Rusev definitely has a massive following with the Rusev Day gimmick. Glorious Bobby Roode, again, the fans just love Bobby Roode and what he did in NXT, and it's definitely I'm glad to see it's moved on to the main roster itself as well. And both guys had a very decent match. I wish it had more time. That's the only, if I had one little thing to complain about as a fan, I wish it had a bit more time. I would have liked to seen it continue a little bit longer, because I think that match could have been a little bit better on that scale. But apart from that, there's nothing. I'm not taking anything away from the match. The match itself was absolutely glorious in every way. Rusev looked strong. Neither guy looked like, it was so back and forth. You didn't know. At one point I was like, Rusev's going to win this. But no, Bobby Roode got the glorious DDT on him. But my God, I can't wait to see these two take each other on again. I mean, after the match, Randy Orton comes out, RKO's Bobby Roode while he's celebrating. Vinny RKO's Aiden English. Vinny RKO's Rusev. So what does that mean? Does that mean we're going to have Randy Orton taking on Bobby Roode for the US title? Who knows? I look forward to seeing how that goes. Then we had the Ascension taking on Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. Now Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin truly are on the heel side now. They're taking out any teams they don't think are worthy in the SmackDown tag team division. As they call it, they're cleaning house. They're getting rid of all the joke and gimmick teams. And they're saying, look, we're a serious tag team. We don't need you clowns here. And to be honest, it wasn't a good match, but it was one of the best matches I've seen the Ascension do in a long time. So it was neither a positive or a negative on this one. It was good to see the Ascension actually have a match, because I hadn't seen them perform in a long time on that main show. And Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin are very talented wrestlers. I give them that. And I like that they're finally getting a character, that their concept for their team is, we're a tag team. We're a serious wrestling tag team. We don't do gimmicks. We don't do this joking around silly stuff. We are a tag team, and that's it. And anyone else who messes about like that will get destroyed by us. I like that. I like that they're finally starting to give these two characters, and I like it. So yes, that's a good development. The match itself wasn't anything special. I knew the Ascension was going to lose, but it was probably the Ascension's best match they've had in a long time. This takes us to our main event of the night, and it was Kevin Owens taking on his best friend Sami Zayn. The winner would get an opportunity to take on AJ Styles at FastLane for the WWE title. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this was a great match. Why is it that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, every time they're fighting, I just go, damn, that's a goddamn good match. They are so good at beating each other up. I just go, damn, I want to watch. And again, the only nitpick I'm going to have is, I wish the match was a little bit longer. I wish, this is the only time I can go, I wish SmackDown was 3 hours long, just so we could have an hour of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn beating the crap out of each other. I know it won't ever happen in modern day WWE storylines, but my God, that would be great to see, because these two are absolutely amazing against each other. Both Sami and Kevin just give it every single move you could think of in their arsenal, and they played it well. Sami sold fantastic, Kevin sold, and then you got Sami and Kevin hitting each other like, you're not taking this, you know, like at first, like Kevin fought Sami. I mean, you have Kevin Owens shouting at Sami Zayn like, I'm the one who wins the titles, you're not the one. And I thought that was fantastic. A little bit of truth coming out there with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And then you have Sami Zayn, after he's just beating the crap out of Kevin Owens, looks at AJ Styles and goes, you see this, AJ? This is what's going to happen to you. I'm going to do. I mean, AJ loses cool and smacks Sami Zayn, smacks Kevin Owens, takes them both out, and the match is thrown away. And that's a bit of a shame, really, because it was a good match, but it makes sense in a storyline, so I'm not going to complain too much. And so in that case, Daniel Bryan comes out and goes, look, I have no choice. AJ, you disrupted the match. It was a fantastic match. Both guys gifted their all. So for FastLane, the main event, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn in a triple threat match. I can't complain too much. I can see why Daniel Bryan's done that, and I think it was a good way to continue the storyline between these three guys, because they had a great, you know, these three could have a really good match now. if it's a triple threat match now, everyone's against everyone. It's not one team versus AJ Styles. I like that. I think. Can't wait to see how that develops towards FastLane. Also got during the night this first ever SmackDown Live top 10 list. I'm just going to read off the list of the top 10 superstars. Number 10 was Ty Dillinger. Perfect 10, gets 10. And Randy Orton was number 9. Becky Lynch, number 8. That's a ridiculous one there. Number 7, the Usos. Again, I don't think that's right. Number 6, the New Day. Number 5, Bobby Roode. Number 4, Naomi. Interesting. She hasn't really been around that as much in my opinion, so interesting she got number 4. Shinsuke Nakamura is number 3. Makes sense, he is a Royal Rumble winner. Charlotte got number 2. And the phenomenal AJ Styles got number 1. Interesting. It's interesting. I don't know what this top 10 list does. Does it give Ty Dillinger an opportunity at something? Who knows? I don't know how it's going to work. But yeah, we got our first top 10 list and it was interesting. And there you have it, guys. That's our SmackDown Live review, all locked up in the SmackDown penitentiary. And I gotta say, we had 2 absolutely fantastic matches. The only downfall was I wish we had more time with them. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, I like that they're finally getting character development. That's brilliant. Charlotte's match was very simple, but of course she's the women's champion, so you know, good to see. I wish we actually had Becky Lynch or Naomi taking part tonight because I really miss seeing them on TV. I haven't seen them for a while now, and you know, and there was a funny bit during the show where AJ Styles is walking backstage and he sees Shinsuke Nakamura and he just goes, "I will beat you at WrestleMania." And he was like, AJ was like, "What? I don't have time for that, Shinsuke." But yeah, there was some really good matches tonight and 2 fantastic matches. I've got to say, fantastic in every way. But I want to hear what you guys have to say about SmackDown Live this week. Did you think it was a good show or did you think it was a really weak show? Let me know and leave it in the comments below. And I'll see you guys on the next Smack Talk Wrestling review. I've been Boise. You can follow me on Twitter at Boise88.